Guys, motivation is like a fire. It gives you the initial push to start something. But after you begin any task, what actually stops you from quitting is discipline. I have struggled in my own life with fitness, communication, and content creation. I've faced challenges in almost every area. But ever since I discovered this secret formula of discipline, my life has completely changed. Success is built on one basic thing, and that is discipline. Because you don't build a body by going to the gym for one day. You build a body by going to the gym every single day. You don't achieve a goal by working on it for just one day. You have to work on that goal regularly, without taking even a single day off. Only then do you achieve it. But for that, you need unbreakable discipline. And I guarantee you, in this video I'm going to give you 6 cheat codes, after which you'll unlock unbreakable discipline, and you will be unstoppable. And I am sure that if you watch this video till the end, discipline will sink into every single cell of your body. But becoming a disciplined person requires willpower. And even to watch this video till the end, you need that same willpower. You must have studied Newton's law, where Uncle Newton says that an object cannot go into motion unless a force pushes it. And once that object starts moving, it keeps moving unless another force stops it. This law has huge importance when it comes to discipline. It means that starting something is the hardest part. Studying isn't difficult. The difficult part is sitting down with a pen and notebook and actually starting to study. Exercising isn't difficult. Starting the exercise is difficult. Because your brain, your mind, is always ready to give you excuses not to work. But after watching this video, you will be unstoppable. And this video will become first push for you now without wasting any time. Let's start this masterpiece. Here I'm not just going to give you theory. I'm going to give you something practical. Something you can actually follow in real life and become a disciplined person. And you already know how powerful a disciplined person is. You can dominate any room you enter. Wherever you go, your presence and aura will be on a completely different level. So now, let's move to chapter 1, that is, use implementation intention. Implementation intention simply means deciding what action you will take, when you will take it, and where you will take it. Instead of just saying, I will work out from now on and I will do it a lot, say something specific like, I will work out for 30 minutes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in my living room. And I'm not joking, I personally follow this as well. If you go to the gym, you can plan it according to gym sessions. And if you do home workouts, you can plan accordingly. According to research, people who use implementation intentions are 300% more likely to follow through on their goals compared to others. Now, what does intention mean? It means the goal or action you want to achieve in life. Why does this work? Because when it's time to take action, you don't have to decide what to do anymore. You already know it. Everything is pre-decided. What to do, when to do it, and where to do it. All that's left is execution. And you can use this in every important area of your life. I've turned this into a simple formula, inspired by the book Atomic Habits. I've already mentioned that this video will include many books and podcasts because this is a well-researched video. According to this formula, first you define the behavior, then you set the time, and then you set the location. For example, I will work on one skill every day. When? From 4 to 6 p.m. Where? My living room, bedroom, or library. The more specific you make your goals and intentions, the higher your follow-through rate becomes. And now let's move to the super interesting Chapter 2, the 5-4-3-2-1 method. It might sound a bit funny, but trust me, it's extremely powerful. Do you know what the biggest obstacle in discipline is? It's the gap between intention and action. In simple words, we know what we need to do. We even know how to do it, but still, we don't do it. Something holds us back. That something is exactly what stops most people. The result is that we just sit in confusion, thinking, I will do this, I will do that, but we never actually do anything. Maybe you wanted to start writing a script yesterday, Maybe you wanted to write a new book, but you just kept staring at a blank document. Maybe you wanted to complete your school assignment, but you just kept looking at your notebook without doing anything. And this is where Mel Robbins' 5-4-3-2-1 method becomes extremely powerful. And the best part? It's very simple. You can remember it instantly. Whenever you are about to do something important but you don't feel like doing it, you don't give your mind the chance to avoid it. For example, if it's 5 p.m. in the morning or evening and you need to go to the gym, you don't think too much. You simply say 5-4-3-2-1, put on your shoes, and leave. You don't give yourself time to overthink, because you already know that if you take this action, your life will improve. Basically, our brain works in a way where it avoids discomfort. When you try to take an important action, your brain creates resistance because it sees it as a risk. So you don't let it think. You just say 5-4-3-2-1 and at 1, you move. Maybe you need to shoot a video. 5-4-3-2-1 and you are in front of the camera. Maybe you need to complete an assignment. 5-4-3-2-1 and you open your copy and start writing. Maybe you need to start a work project. 5-4-3-2-1 and you begin immediately. No overthinking. No debating. Just act the moment you reach one. What this countdown does is it interrupts your brain's old pattern. It shifts you from an emotional, lazy state into an action-oriented state. It's basically a mental reset that breaks hesitation. For this, you need strong willpower. And same willpower to start. Chapter 3, that is visually track your progress. One of the most powerful ways to build discipline is to visually track your progress. Ever since I started working out in my life, I keep a calendar in front of me. Whenever I go to the gym, I mark that day with a cross mark on the calendar. And do you know what happens because of that? On the days when I don't feel like going to the gym, that calendar is right in front of me, because I have placed it in both my living room and my bedroom. When I look at it and see all those marked crosses, I feel this inside me. I have worked out so many days. How can I skip today? How can I break this version of myself? How can I destroy this progress? And that becomes my motivation. In other words, my own progress becomes my motivation. That is the power of visually tracking your progress. Because in the gym, you don't see improvement immediately. But what you do see is how many days you have actually shown up. And that becomes a visual reminder. Day by day, your discipline becomes stronger. And you start looking for reasons to go to the gym, so you don't break the chain. Right now, most people do the opposite. They look for excuses not to go. I'm too busy. I don't have time. But the truth is, every human has 24 hours. And if someone is earning money and staying fit, are you saying you are more successful than them just because you don't have time? Jerry Seinfeld calls this the don't break the chain method. If you don't know, Jerry Seinfeld is one of the greatest comedians in the world, and he uses this exact visual tracking system to write jokes and practice daily. He marks a cross on his calendar every single day so he never misses a day of practice. And this is not limited to workouts or comedy. You can track anything. How many pages you read, whether you worked on your skill today or not, whether you followed your health plan or not, any habit you want to build. This method is so powerful that I've personally used it in many ways. Chapter 4, Succeed in Life. I know this might sound a bit contradictory, but there is a solid reason behind it. There is a psychological concept called the human intention gap. By the way, I keep uploading many important short psychology concepts on my YouTube channel, so make sure you don't miss those small but powerful videos. Now, this psychological concept basically explains the gap between your plan and your action. 6. And do you know why this happens? Most people have a habit. Whenever they start something, they immediately announce it to others. New Year resolution? Everyone knows it. I will do this. Started going to the gym? Everyone knows it because you posted a story. Started the gym. Started my fitness journey. Started reading a book? You posted that too. I would even say, if you are watching a Netflix movie, don't even tell people about it, Because today's attention span and external influence are so strong that you might not even finish it. Jokes apart, the important point is this: don't tell everyone about your goals. Only share them with people whose feedback actually matters in your life, like close friends or close family members. That's it. Because when you do that, the gap between your intention and your action becomes smaller. In fact, share your goals only with people who motivate you, who push you forward, not with people who drag you down. Otherwise, if you keep announcing your goals publicly, this gap keeps increasing. A study published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology found that people who publicly announce their goals often experience a premature sense of achievement. If you don't understand premature achievement, let me explain it simply. You might have noticed that whenever you plan to achieve something big, like building your dream physique, buying a car, or even purchasing a phone, it often gets delayed. One reason is that you already announced it to everyone. When you announce expensive or effort-heavy goals publicly, your brain releases a small amount of dopamine. That dopamine makes you feel like you've already achieved it. And when your brain believes you've already achieved it, you lose the urgency to actually work for it. As a result, you stop putting in the real effort needed to achieve it. Now this is chapter 5. And start gradually. Your biggest problem is that you want to bring a massive change in your life all at once. You want to go from 0 workouts to 6 days a week overnight. You haven't even finished one book properly, but you end up buying 10 books at once. And what happens in the end? You do neither gym nor reading. Because real change does not come from doing everything at once. It comes from small, consistent actions, and when you repeat those actions daily, they start to compound. Maybe this sounds funny to you, because small things always feel too easy to take seriously. But don't overthink it. Let me explain. Let's say your life is very stressful, and you feel mentally low. You decide you want to start meditation. Then suddenly you watch a YouTube video or an Instagram reel saying, you should meditate for 30 minutes daily. So you decide, from tomorrow, I will do 30 minutes of meditation. But instead of 30 minutes, you should start with just 2 minutes of meditation. Remember the rule, start small. If you want to start writing, don't begin with 1,000 words, start with 50 words. When you keep your new actions very small, 2 things happen. First, the resistance becomes almost 0. Your brain doesn't overthink because it's a small task. Second, consistency starts becoming part of your identity. Your follow-up rate increases dramatically. Writing 1,000 words might feel exhausting and mentally draining. You keep debating whether to do it or not. But writing just 50 words? You can do it even before having tea with your friends. Going to the gym 3 times a week instead of forcing yourself to go 6 times makes it much easier to stick to. And slowly, something happens inside you. You can't stop anymore. You don't stop writing. You don't stop going to the gym. You don't stop reading. You become your better version. Now let's move to my favorite point. Reframe discipline as self-care. The problem is that most people see discipline as something rigid or like a punishment. They think disciplined people don't enjoy life. But the truth is completely different. Discipline is actually a lifestyle shift. A person who eats healthy food doesn't feel like they are forcing themselves. It becomes their habit, and they enjoy it just as much as junk food like burgers and pizza. A person who goes to the gym doesn't see it as a burden. It becomes something they can't live without, compared to people who don't go to the gym at all. Similarly, when a person removes harmful habits and focuses on self-control, it doesn't feel like strict restriction. It becomes easy for them. The same applies to every habit. Some people turn their focus into self-improvement instead of temporary pleasure. In simple words, discipline is not a restriction on your life. It is a habit that helps you take better care of yourself, your health, your diet, your communication, your skills, and your future financial success. If you made it till the end, your willpower is stronger than most people. Subscribe, hit like, and comment discipline. I want to know who's truly serious.